Buddy. Like,
Yeah.
share, subscribe, share the live. Get five of them things.
Five of
Get
them.
five of them things. Dre, Carl,
Yeah.
Rocks, he over there getting some cookies. Bobby, we back here. We got a requested guest back with us today. Y'all know him as the professor. The professor's back in the building. What's up, my man?
What's happening, y'all?
How you doing, bro?
Doing all right.
Hey,
Right.
you said what?
So I'm doing all right.
Oh, okay. Staying away from the big C. You know what I'm saying?
What big C?
The vid. Staying away from the vid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Hey, real quick, Jibbo, are you a boxing fan?
I don't follow it. I don't follow it religiously. So
Okay. Because I want to address something that Bobby was saying real quick with him before we get started. Bobby, you a boxing fan, right, man? Hey, you said me and Carl jumped you in front of your moms, right? And what's the number one rule in boxing, bro?
Protect yourself at all time.
Oh yeah, there you go, sir. Protect
yourself at all time.
Yeah.
Protect yourself at all times, bro. Ain't that right,
Protect
Carl?
yourself at all time.
Yeah.
So what's up, Jibba? Hey, so I hit you, and I wanted some reading recommendations from our squad and the watchers. Could you throw us some stuff? What's up, man?
Okay, some stuff that I have been reading. I actually picked up the trade of this indie book called American Ronin.
Pull that up, Dre. The picture of it, please. American Ronin.
Ronin. I think the company is AVX. I'm not sure, but it's a company that started, I think, last year or 2 years ago, and and it's headed up, I believe, by Axel Alonso, who used to be at Marvel. As an EIC, but American Ronin is it's interesting story because it's a story of like espionage, and in this world, corporations pretty much run the world, of course, like that, and they have their agents, and they have these special agents that through some sort of biomedical manipulation, they have special abilities, and they're pretty much assassins. Corporations. And so one of them, he's actually weaponized.
Is it this here?
Yeah. He actually weaponized empathy. So the main character uses empathy to target and assassinate his victims.
Oh, wow. Hey, please type that in the chat, Dre, because I'm going to want to read that. Please.
AWA Upshot. That was a dope story that I picked up and finished off with by getting the trade. I picked that up at C2E2. That's when I first.
Oh, okay.
That's when I first stumbled upon it, and checking out AWA Upshot. They had some interesting stuff. I also picked up this other book from them called Grendel, Kentucky, which was a reimagining of the Grendel legend, but it's in Kentucky, and it's like got bikers, and the family runs like an illegal marijuana ring.
Pull that up for me, Dre.
Like Prohibition.
No, this is modern time. This is modern time.
Okay.
Yeah. But you know how like cannabis is not legal everywhere. So
what's it called?
A shame.
It's called Grendel, Kentucky.
Oh, this gotta come now.
Yeah. Grendel, Kentucky. I'm gonna write that down as well.
Yeah.
I'm about to read all these.
Yeah. Grendel, Kentucky. Yeah, that's dope because one of my favorite artists, Tommy Lee Edwards, worked on this book, and I love his stuff. You know what I mean? And this was a cool story. Yeah. This was a cool story. Definitely, definitely something not to pass up. If you want to go beyond the corporate too,
Mm-hmm. And that's what this is about. That's why I wanted you to come on and give some recommendations, because we got a lot of what should I read? What should I read? And I was like, you know what? Let's have him back on here and let him give you some personally what his favorites are.
Right.
Okay, so that's one right there. Okay, what else you got?
Then of course you got Excellence by Brandon Thomas and Gary Randolph.
Yeah.
Loving what they do. The whole notion, on the surface.
Pull that up, Dre.
On the surface, it's about magic and it's about, Black folks as magic users. But in addition to the father and son angle that Brandon has taken with it, it also gets deeper into these magic users in the Aegis and how basically they have been kind of like conscripted by the powers that be. So it's like even race comes into play.
Mm-hmm.
In the handling of magic, and it gets into all these things of, like how women can't use magic, and there's a reason for it. I've been following the book, and the last issue just got super deep and super ill about it.
Okay.
So Excellence nice. Has been consistently my jam.
Okay.
And, whenever a new issue pops up, because Brandon Thomas is busy writing. What is he writing right now? But DC got a hold of him, and they started giving him some checks. So so he's been busy doing that while continuing to work on Excellence, and it's the same thing with Kari and Emilio Lopez. They stay busy. As a matter of fact, Kari just launched his own sort of not imprint, but like a little boutique company that he's doing right now. I'm about to call that up real quick because that's very fascinating, and he's also like working in a slightly different style than he usually does for DC and Marvel.
What's he doing over at DC? Is it black stuff or?
I mean, he's doing cover stuff. He's doing a lot of cover stuff. So
Okay.
Like he did a variant cover. The recent thing that I saw this week was the variant cover he did for Nubia. Upcoming.
Okay.
Yeah, and then of course he's been doing variant covers for Static, and you know what I'm saying, and a lot of the black books.
Niobe, have you heard of that one?
Oh, yeah, definitely, all up.
I peeked my face into that, and that's pretty hard.
Yeah,
pretty hard.
I've been up on Niobe for quite a while right now, and I got involved with Niobe because Ashley was doing an arc for that.
Who was?
Ashley Woods. Ashley
okay.
Woods. Yeah, she was doing. I want to say she did the initial arc for Niobe Shia's life, which got everything popping.
Okay.
On Niobe, and also on just straight up like the whole Stranger Comics thing, like that really helped blow up. Hold on, I'm still looking.
We have an opportunity to get him on the show too.
Oh, nice,
Sebastian. So in April, whenever y'all.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, no, they've been making power moves.
Yes. Yeah.
Like straight up power moves, and I've been celebrating every move that they made.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Nice. I can't find Kari's imprint offhand. So
he was talking about getting with HBO too to do a.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, word.
Yeah. They're HBO is developing the world of Asunda.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, I'm not familiar with that.
Niobe, She Is Life is part of the World of the Sun. So
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
there are a couple other books like Dusu.
Yeah, Dusu. That's the other one.
The Unsomething.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, I'm familiar with.
Oh yeah, the all red cover. I can't remember the name. I know what you're talking about. Right, exactly.
Right.
Cover.
Right. So
man.
that's been popping.
Yeah.
Of course, what was it last year? Yeah, last year, Brian Stelfreeze came out with Thomas River. Kickstarted that, and I follow Brian Stelfreeze everywhere to the ends of the earth. You call me the professor. He is straight up like Kung Fu master on the mountain.
So there's a master above the master.
Oh, there are a few masters above. I'm the professor.
Okay.
I consider him a grand master.
So he's like
so that's Pai Mei. That's Pai Mei.
Exactly. I played Pai Mei on TV. That's Pai Mei.
Okay.
For real. And you know Stelfreeze's work. Black Panther, of course. Yeah. Damon. He got really noticed back in the 90s, like doing 50 covers for Batman Shadow of the Bat. Those fully covers. That was him. Like there's so much stuff that he does that I just follow blindly. I'm like, I see a Brian Stelfreeze on it. Copy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? that money is taken.
Jibba, I got some smoke with you, man.
Okay.
Hey, you didn't think about that, did you? You didn't think I had some smoke? Hey, bruh.
What is it, Batman?
I seen. see that too. Hold on. I got something for you. I seen you post on Facebook that you think that Miss Marvel is gonna be good. The trailer dropped. For those that don't know, the trailer dropped
a
couple of days ago.
Right.
And I'm gonna before I get you, man, I'm gonna let you give me why you think it's gonna be good.
You think you're gonna get me? You think you're gonna get me?
Hey, I'm gonna attempt. Hey, get at you. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, coming out.
Hey, we attack opinions on here. I said, get at you. So go ahead. Give me what you like about it. The trailer.
The reason that I'm digging the trailer is for a couple of reasons. Number one, I like how they incorporated certain things that Scott Pilgrim Saves the World. They incorporated that into the series. I also like the fact that they are not going with her kind of powers in the comic books. I like the fact that they're bringing in the Negabands, which is a deep part of Captain Marvel lore. Because back in the day, that's how Marvel would swap bodies with Rick Jones. So I like how they're bringing that in, and they're showing that she can use her in big powers that way, because that ties in with Carol Danvers and also Monica Rambeau, which is going to be leading into the Marvels movie. So in order for that to make sense in the MCU, I like how they solve that problem by bringing the Negabands in there. And also, let's be honest, if we're going to see stretchy motherfuckers, we waiting for Mr. Fantastic.
Right, true enough.
Hey, okay. I will agree with you on that. I'll agree with you on that. I'll wait for I can do without stretchy motherfuckers until him. Okay, so I agree with you on that.
Yeah. Right.
I think you're saying that because you don't like One Piece.
Let me hear from y'all. What did y'all think about the trailer? What did y'all think? It sound like trash. Hey, nobody said nothing, so it must be trash.
I know. You know what? I think from what I've seen and from what I know of the character, if you're gonna make a family fun, show with the character, I think this is the one to do it with.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
It's appropriate. She's a teenager. Yeah. It's fan fiction. Here's the thing. This is the thing that like a lot of cats who argue about comic book shit online forget. It's like it's not all about you and not everything is for you.
Yeah, it's about me.
You know what I'm saying? So like for instance, another thing that I like about Ms. Marvel, and also what I like about Naomi on the WB is that I like the fact that we're seeing teenage black and brown girls getting this shine. You know what I mean? In the comic book space. Like, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, and again, the situation is like, I know not everything is for me. So I can enjoy things for what they're supposed to be. You dig? You dig what I'm saying?
I be trying to tell them that.
So it's like,
I be trying to tell them that.
You know, I'm good with it. I'll tell you this. I have never seen Joker, nor will I ever see Joker. And I'll tell you why. Because I've already seen that movie when I saw Taxi Driver. I already saw that movie when I saw Falling Down. I don't need to see another movie where a white dude has one bad day and then goes crazy.
Okay.
Hold on. Time out.
I'm a drink for that one.
I gotta give you some water. Hold on. I gotta give you some water. Gotta put some ice on you.
Okay, hold on.
Hold on. Time out.
My man said I have not seen Joker, nor have I ever seen
Holy
Joker.
smokes.
Wow.
You okay?
Okay.
X?
Yeah. I'm ready to go. Let me know.
You ready to go?
Okay.
Look at me.
Hey, I'm ready.
I'm gonna have to pour some out for you, X.
Hey, get the smelling salt for me. Hold on. Okay.
Hey,
All right, cool. Okay,
you want me to pour some out for you?
Jibba, what's wrong with you, brother? What's wrong with you, brother? Did you forget about Heath Ledger?
You can't forget about it. He know what he's saying.
No, that's the thing. Here's the thing. I was fine with Heath Ledger. I loved The Dark Knight. Okay. Another reason why I front so hard on the Joker is that at a certain point you had, and I saw this on the interwebs and articles. You had some of these white dudes talk about the Joker was their Black Panther.
What?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that means. Okay.
What that means?
I get that.
I don't get it. Explain it then.
And here's the thing. What that means is that you have a grip of white comic book fans who were clamoring at anything that made them feel validated. And the thing that they clamored for or they gravitated towards was not a hero like Captain America, like a legit hero.
No,
you know what I mean? Like cats who are genuinely looking for the greater good. No, they gravitated towards
an
agent of chaos.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's the same thing with white women. They love Harley Quinn.
You know what I mean?
Say that again, Rox.
It's the same thing with the white women. They love Harley Quinn. How many did you see on Halloween dressed with the red and blue, running the back, talking about I need my Joker?
Yeah, and that, you know what, and the toxic relationship of Harley and Joker.
And they put that shit on Front Street like it's the most beautiful relationship ever.
Right. But again, that's them lonely ass incel white motherfuckers.
Yeah, that's toxic as fuck. Yeah. Talking about I need my Joker. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's all good and dandy.
You know, like
I feel you, Jibba. I feel you, but I want to know. I want to know why you feel like you didn't see the Joker. That was the Joker. He was manipulative like the Joker.
Again, I'll break again. 3 simple words. I didn't care. Let's break it down with that.
What?
Okay.
Hold on. I don't think Jibba's talking about the Dark Knight Joker. Aren't you talking about?
I'm talking about the Joaquin Phoenix movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Fuck that dude. Fuck that.
I'm like, what are y'all arguing with this?
Yeah. Talking about that movie.
Okay. I got you. And you didn't like the little bit you seen from what's dude's name from Suicide Squad? What's my man name?
I like that.
What? Jared Leto.
Jared Leto. You didn't like the little bit you seen?
His Joker was trash. I'll tell you. Who was the better Joker. The better Joker during that time.
Don't say Cesar Romero. Oh, I thought you were about to say Cesar Romero.
The Joker on Gotham. Like the dude who eventually the way that they brought the Joker out on Gotham was like light years ahead of. First of all, let's never talk about the first Suicide Squad movie ever again.
Hey, I agree.
When you have a movie that bit equal parts of Ghostbusters and Mortal Kombat for the climax of the movie,
wait, hold on.
Trash.
Wait, break that down. Break that down.
Exactly what happened.
Hold on, I want to hear this.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
They fought Zool at the end of the movie.
First of all, the Enchantress coming all out like a slinky ass,
looking like Zool ass.
Goes to the Gozerian and shit like that. And then her brother, like, straight up coming out, like a final boss in Mortal Kombat and shit.
Hey, y'all see what Chuck said?
Fatality on that.
Hey, Chuck coming for you, Jimmer. Hey, he said the Gotham Joker is garbage.
Yes, I will die on that hill. The way that they brought out, or the way that they developed the Joker
give me that.
Was dope. And this is coming from a dude who watched Gotham till around like season 4. like the first few seasons of Gotham, I was mad. I was like, this is trash. This is bullshit. This is garbage, right? But as I stayed with it, I was like, wait, hold up a second. At a certain point, it jumped the shark so far that it actually became good. And I actually saw what they were doing. It's like they were showing, first of all, a young Bruce Wayne, and how logically this young Bruce Wayne, like I said, the first couple seasons before he became like 14, 15, some stuff like that.
Yeah.
Trash. But once he fully got in, you saw little things like the development of the Playboy persona, even though they did it clumsily. You saw the reasons why he doesn't kill. I actually enjoyed like the relationship between young Bruce and young Selina. In a weird way, I thought that Gotham ultimately became like this beautiful chaotic mashup of like the 66 Batman show and the
trash.
No, and the Tim Burton Batman movies.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Wow. Like and honestly, like Penguin and Riddler turned out to be really dope. Like I liked how they brought Hugo Strange in there to kind of explain how the freaks came into Gotham. And like I said, it was, I hate watched that show. But the dude who played that eventually became the Joker, like he knocked it out of the park. He decimated whatever Jared Leto was trying to do. Suicide Squad.
Hold on, Jibber, real quick, man.
Joker ever in life.
I listen. He was only on screen for like 12 minutes.
Yeah, that's it.
But those 12 minutes he didn't need to be on. How about
just that? Like Batman.
He was talking like Walter Matthau.
I was like, what are you even trying to do with this iteration of the Joker?
He was talking like Sean Connery in that movie.
He wanted to be more of a punk-esque. That's what they were going for. That's the problem in general. Like a Fight Club Joker.
Quote unquote, the initial thought of having Snyder be
that's what that nigga was.
The DC universe.
Yeah.
Like all that shit was bad. Like
what? Wait, what?
Yes.
You said wait, hold up.
Yes.
You said all Zack Snyder stuff was whack?
Yes. I said it. I said it. God damn it, on this show. I said it. You know what I mean? And
I will demented Justin Timberlake.
Hey, Jimmer, I'm gonna ask you one question before we move forward. Okay,
I know I hurt you in the soul parts when I said it.
In the soul parts.
Hey, okay, I'm gonna just ask you one question. All right, did you like Man of Steel?
It was all right.
You know what? I'll take all right. I'll take all right.
It was
as long as it was because that was part of Zack Snyder and what he was doing.
I know it was all right.
It was a great movie for what it was. Even but I'm sorry.
Okay, so here's my underlying problem with Zack Snyder.
Okay. Slow motion.
No, he doesn't believe in heroes. Like in none of the Zack Snyder verse of the DC EU, in no part did any of those characters act like heroes.
I think that's a little vague nowadays.
No,
hold on.
And I fucks with it. I fucks with it.
It's not vague. It's not vague nowadays.
Hold on.
Because the thing about Marvel got heroes right. You know what I'm saying?
What?
I'll tell you exactly this. A hero is supposed to inspire. A hero is supposed to protect the people. You know what I mean? A hero is supposed to be better than their enemies.
Hold on.
Okay, hold up, Jimmy. Hold up, Jimmy.
I'm gonna break it down even further. Hold
on. Wait, hold on.
What about Wonder Woman?
No, wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on here, Bucko.
Zack Snyder movie. You know what I'm saying?
Listen.
Hold on. We need order. Okay, go ahead, Carl. Get it off so Jimmy can go.
Okay. No.
Go ahead. Explain why you're saying
Snyder,
no.
Let me say my point here. Hold on.
Okay.
I think he depicts in Watchmen, his depiction of heroes was fucking spot on because heroes are still people. Batman in the comic books is dark and brooding and gloomy and dark as fuck. You know what I mean? But they don't portray that Batman. I haven't seen that Batman yet.
Let me get the counter.
Hold on.
Ben Affleck kind of gave you that.
Hold on. Good example. Rorschach. In that time when Rorschach was in that house and he was looking for that little girl, and that is a real fucking moment. He got a pedophile. That nigga had that's a hero, nigga. I don't know where you don't see the heroism in that.
I'm gonna break it down in a couple.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna break it down in a couple ways. Number one. Hold up. Number one, Watchmen was not part of the Snyder DC EU.
It's DC.
No.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
It's not part of the Snyder DC
it's in the
EU,
right?
No, it's
no,
not.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
No, it's not because Watchmen is not a part of the DC universe. You know what I mean? Number two, Watchmen, and this was also an issue I had with Watchmen. Okay, is that Snyder is kind of decent at adapting existing material, right? Like Watchmen was not an original story that he created out of whole cloth.
No,
right? And in some ways, I felt that he was too much of a slave to the source material because there were parts in the movie where literally I felt I was reading that issue. But here's the thing. Movies and comics are two different things in terms of storytelling. Let me finish.
Okay, go ahead, Jimmy. You got it. And let him have the floor, Carl. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm gonna break it down.
I got next.
There is some adaptation that he did to Watchmen that I dug. I dug for a fact that he didn't use the classic climax of the graphic novel.
Okay.
I enjoyed that he switched that. But in terms of him staying so slavish to the source material, at certain points it dragged the movie down. Right? I can see that. It's a rare situation, but this is also what I've understood. Even when it will come to me adapting my material for beyond the printed page, right? There are other things that I can do cinematically that I couldn't do in a literary space and vice versa. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that doesn't necessarily take away from the story. Again, here's the thing. If people want to read Watchmen, go buy the book, right? You don't need a word for word. You don't necessarily need a word for word.
Tell me why, Jimmy. Why don't you though? Because that is the reason. That is the reason you make a movie.
Why don't you? Because there's also a level of creativity and intelligence to take source material, make it your own, still have it be to the core of what that story is, but you take your own stamp on it. Again, I will use Marvel as a great example.
Before you go ahead, I always complain about this one thing. No. You're on the opposite end of what I always complain about. Is why they don't copy and paste the material. You copy it
because there's some shit that you can't copy and paste. There's some shit that doesn't make, like, for instance, Ms. Marvel, what we just talked about was a perfect example of like why you shouldn't copy and paste, right?
Why is that?
Because a couple of things. Number one, in the comic books, Ms. Marvel is an Inhuman, and on top of that, DC Marvel fucked up the Inhumans. Yeah, they did a great job with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but that Inhuman show just fucked it all up.
That was terrible.
He just fucked it all up, right?
Awful.
And so
that's what happens when you do your own shit.
That's a movie,
that's what happens when you don't trust your source material.
No, that's
right.
I think
the thing about DC up until recently, up until after the Snyderverse, is that
they made it. Hold on.
Wait, Carl. Wait, hold on, Carl. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
The major problem that DC had before actually Wonder Woman was that ultimately you could tell that Warner Brothers did not trust their source material. You know what I'm saying? With Disney, they look at Marvel, they're like, yo, you know what the fuck you doing. We're gonna step aside and we're gonna make all this money. But in all of the Marvel movies, at the core, those characters are true to the characters in the comics. They took the best elements. Okay. Hold on. Three examples of characters that are not at the core of the same character that they are in the comics.
Hold on, Carl. Before you go, Carl.
Quick, go.
Hey, Rox, let Rox get his shit off. Okay. Hold on, Rox been waiting to get his shit off. Go ahead, man.
I'll go right now. I swear to God.
Okay. Go ahead, Rox.
Patiently been waiting.
Yeah, go ahead.
Three characters that are not true.
No, I'm going back to
7 already, bro. I'm
gonna just hold this in my hand. I'm gonna say 3, so I remember. Go ahead, Rox.
And the reason why.
We're going back something. We're going to go back something because you said something. I don't like to defend the DC movies, but I will. You said there was no real heroes, and I think Wonder Woman in the DC movie portrayed the perfect hero. She even tried to. She tried to eat. No. I'm talking about in the Justice League. In the Justice League movie.
Hold on, one at a time.
In terms of Batman versus Superman, like I was the most for 95% of the movie, I was like this.
They Sailor Mooned her
until Wonder Woman came in there. Wonder Woman was like the only moment in Batman versus Superman where I smiled.
Yeah, Zack Machina.
Well, he said again, that goes to what a bad storyteller Snyder is. Pete Game.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Okay, the 3. Go to the 3. Hold on. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
It's Rock's turn.
Hey, Jimmy came in here and fucked the whole show up because everybody want to get at him. Okay, go ahead. Hey, you came in here and started some shit, Jimmy. Go ahead.
I want to make sure we give her roses. Wonder Woman her roses, not the movie, but I don't like any of her solo movies.
Okay.
None. No, I didn't like either one. First off,
I'll take the first one because it's the first one. You know what I mean?
Go ahead, Rox. Ask me what you stay on your point.
The first one?
Yeah.
No.
It was Superman. It was Christopher Reeve Superman again. Go ahead.
And Justice League.
Okay.
In Justice League, not only did she try to inspire what's the half human, half cyborg? Oh, Cyborg. Yeah. She inspired everybody to be good. She was trying to make sure, like, hey, you have this power. Try to use it for good. Like that's
is that a hero? Is that a hero?
And yet throughout the movie, and I'm going to use both versions.
She power of love the
in particular. Okay.
Go ahead.
Joss Whedon in his edit, like he tried to make them more heroic. That was obviously tacked on. We know that. We see that. We saw that. I'm sure we all saw the 4 hours of Zack Snyder's original version, which brought a C- movie up to a C. And you can't spend 4 hours, you know what I mean? 4 hours to make a C- movie a C. That's
I agree. That shit was an F to me. But go ahead.
2 for the Zack Snyder Justice League. None of them acted heroic. Like, you may talk about that scene where, you know, after like Wonder Woman kills the terrorist, she like goes to the girl. It's like, you could be a hero. You see a dead body sliding off the wall to the ground. You know what I mean? 3, do you realize how fascist that imagery in Zack Snyder's Justice League was?
Very much so.
Like with all the slow motion and you like all the concentration on the bodies and whatnot.
Yeah.
Like,
he's very visceral.
I'm like, what kind of propaganda-ass movie
am
I?
Hey, I agree. Don't go down the rabbit hole, Jim, because we ain't got time.
He does it very well.
Are we supposed to feel sympathy for Steppenwolf because he can't get back into fascist heaven? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, he going.
And he going. 5, most egregious. Darkseid was a punk bitch.
I have to agree.
That movie was trash.
It was trash.
I agree with everything you're saying.
It was.
Hey, Rox wants to know. Rox said, "Isn't it heroic that a dead body lay?" He said, "Ain't that some hero shit?" That's what you said, right?
She did. She saved the people from evil. That like if a nigga die, he die.
And
sometimes, Superman, he had to snap a neck.
I'm gonna break it down even further.
He had to snap the neck.
He snapped the neck.
That's the only moment of supposed heroism in
Which
that
one?
entire movie.
Which one?
Man of Steel.
Justice League, either version.
Man of Steel,
that's the only moment. That's the only
where
moment.
She saved everybody in the bank. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. That's the only moment of heroism. Because other than that, it was all about, like with the Justice League movies and with Zack Snyder's movies, it was not about good overcoming evil. It was about might is always right. You know what I'm saying? Like vaguely they're like talking about, you know, the end of life equation. We need to do this. We need to do that. But never once in those movies did you see them saving people. You saw them fighting other people. You saw
Batman saved that little girl.
Hold on, that's basically
you saw gods fighting gods.
Hold on.
They saved
that's basically all Marvel movies.
But hold on, Captain America didn't really do. Nigga, he was just worried about being in the crack of Bucky's ass. Like, that's mainly the entire films were based around him and their friendship, love. So he did a lot of shit.
Well, part of it was the friendship, but let's not forget, first Captain America movie, he's fighting World War II.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So if that ain't heroism, I don't know.
Hold on. Wait, what?
The second movie,
no war is heroism.
I was about to say that same shit.
What I'm saying, in the
United States, if you look to your left, there's dead bodies.
When you look to the United States, the World War II is like the only war that they can claim that they were the good guys in. Legitimate.
Go ahead, Bobby.
You know.
Go ahead, Bobby.
I see what you're saying, Jibba, about Zack Snyder's DCEU not being heroic, but I don't think it was ever supposed to be like that. Like for instance, if we start from Man of Steel, right?
Exactly.
We can see, we can kind of see what kind of dude he is. He's trying to figure out. Man. He's a god amongst men.
Exactly.
And he's trying to figure out everything. But I like that though.
At the end of the day. And this is what the show Superman and Lois gets right that Snyder never got right.
What?
It's that ultimately,
what?
Look, if we're going from 1938 up until now, Clark Kent is a good dude. Yeah. Clark Kent uses his powers, his native powers, as the ultimate immigrant to make the world better. All right.
Hey, Jibba, I did not think you was gonna come on here and do this to me, man. I thought you was gonna be on my side this whole time. I thought you was gonna be on my side this whole time.
Here's the thing: you have to understand that I am a comic book historian. Okay. I'm a critic, and when it comes to like writing this stuff as well, like I'm very conscious of what I write. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like for me, you know, when I read comic books. I'm not looking for a power fantasy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not coming in there saying, like, if I have these powers, I'm going to fuck shit up. No, when I started reading comics as a young kid and even until now, it's like I'm looking for heroes. I'm looking for people to inspire me to do better, to be better.
You don't like a good villain?
So I like a good villain. But a good villain is a test to the hero. There's something that last week I was at this conference, this BIPOC Pop conference, which was about Black and Brown comics, right? And at night I was at this bar and I was kicking it. And I ran into this dude, this random dude, and we just started kicking it. And he was starting a non-for-profit, and he was using like kind of comic books as a model. And he said something very, very poignant. He said, both heroes and villains are born out of pain. It is the choices they make from that pain that makes them a hero or a villain.
Yeah.
And I break it down simply to this. It is the argument between selflessness versus selfishness.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And for me, it's like, if someone is being selfish, they're not being a hero. You know what I'm saying? Now, people will want to talk about at this moment, they want to talk about, what about anti-heroes? Anti-heroes, the reason why they're heroic is that they are heroic in spite of their selfishness. You know what I mean? They are heroic because they're thrust into a situation where the motherfucker they're facing is worse than they are. You know what I'm saying?
And that's whack. That's whack.
I mean, but that's
I
don't like that.
But like, you know what? Honestly.
No. Hold on. Let me get this straight before you go. Let me get this straight. The anti-hero that they eventually turn into the hero is what I do not like. I do not like more heroism than villain.
So you don't
like how they did in Suicide Squad. Everybody was buddy, pals. I don't like when they do that. Because they no longer are villains anymore.
So
go ahead.
You don't like heroes?
No, I love heroes.
Okay. So even in, you talk about the second Suicide Squad?
No, the first one.
No, the first one.
We said we wasn't going to talk about it. No. But the reason why I bring that up.
That movie is trash.
Yeah, I agree. But here's the thing. Here's what they did. They turned villains into heroes. They're not heroes.
Which was no, actually, in terms of that first Suicide Squad movie, you're absolutely right. You know what I mean? And you're right. And that was part of the serious misstep. What I liked about the second one, you know what I mean, is
it's kind of one of those things where like, if I don't do it, I die.
The second one, at the end of the day, it was like, yeah, these dudes are still dirt. You know what I mean? Like, you know, arguably Bloodsport could be like, yeah, let's go, let's thorough take over. But he was like, fuck, all right, let me go ahead and do this. And even at the end, unlike the first one where they went back to prison and a little bit more heroic, they're like, no, fuck that. We got this tape. You gonna let us go? You know what I'm saying?
That shit was all ass.
You gonna let my girl go?
Fucking movie.
Or we gonna leave this?
It was a shit spritz all over the screen.
Bad people can't do bad all the time.
Right. They can't do bad all the time.
No, they absolutely can.
Good. It doesn't mean all of a sudden that they're good. It just means that they can't do bad all the time.
Jib, I'm gonna ask you this: when do you think there's too much heroism? When do you think there's too much?
There is never too much.
I disagree.
Again.
Okay, so that's the reason why a lot of people fault Superman's character in Man of Steel, because he did some things that wasn't heroic. It's like.
The thing I'm going to tell you right now, the thing that pisses everybody off is that moment where Superman snapped Zod's neck. It was the equivalent of Jesus Christ coming off the cross and pulling out an AK-47 and blasting. No. Straight up.
Carl, take it. Thank you, Carl.
No, I'm going to tell you, that may not be why y'all don't mind it. But in terms of the general public and why they were mad at it, because I know some hardcore Superman fans. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hardcore. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like George Reeves going to Christopher Reeve.
Right.
You know what I mean? Going to the animated series.
I do agree with you with the general consensus. Yeah, you are correct.
Right. So so again, you know, when I saw it, you know, at the beginning, I was like, okay, this is the reason why he doesn't kill, right? But as it went on, and here's another problem. Second of all, you needed 3 movies just to develop Superman himself. And so you had Warner Brothers trying to rush what Marvel built time in creating by going right into BVS. It's like, as a matter of fact, and somebody else pointed this out. It's Superman was the second lead in that movie. He had the least amount of lines out of everybody.
Yeah, he didn't say shit. He didn't say shit. Carl, go ahead real quick. Get your shit off.
Is your mother's name?
He been trying to get his shit off, huh?
Is your mother's name Martha too?
The way I
hold on.
So listen,
he on pause.
Here's
hold on a second, y'all.
Oh yeah, okay. He got something going on over there.
Oh, okay, cool.
Go ahead, Carl. While he get it together over there. Oh,
I need to come back.
Oh, okay, there we go.
I feel like I'm just hold on a second. I'm still.
Can you hear us?
You're good. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, his shit is fucking up.
Okay.
Go ahead, Carl.
You want to wait?
I'm gonna wait for him to come back because I got some shit to say.
Hey, he came here and started shit today, man.
Yeah, he came in there popping.
Hey, I feel like you pushed me. I'm like, man, what the fuck you doing, nigga? Yeah, what the fuck is going on here?
He is attacking Man of Steel.
He hasn't seen the Joker.
Hey, he attacking. Yeah, he is. You know, hey. I think there's a problem with too much hair. No, he did. Nobody cares about Deadpool, nigga, but you, nigga.
We care about Deadpool.
I think there is a little too much heroism. There can be too much heroism.
You know what the thing about Superman though? Superman, nobody knows a person that heroic.
I don't even get my blunt ready, man. I ain't gotta be hot. I ain't get my blunt ready.
Like Superman is in a like Superman, Captain America. Those guys are in a different box. When I watch Man of Steel,
why though? Wait. Why?
Hold on. No. Hold on. Let me finish. Like what I'm saying is, like when I see Man of Steel, I was like, this makes sense. He's trying to figure out. Like he's trying to figure out who he is. Like I can vaporize everybody here.
Yeah,
I can do anything I want to, but my father's telling me I shouldn't do this. How many people in here? You know what I'm saying? So like he has to figure this shit out.
Do you like that, Carl? That they humanize him?
This is my whole argument with the sir down there. Is that yes? But see, this is
with the sir down there.
Well, listen, because I have to understand his mindset. He comes from that era where Superman was fucking hostess cakes in America. Like, nigga, that's what his Superman is to him.
Yeah.
So you gotta understand, to see him snap Zod's neck was like seeing motherfucking Mickey Mouse jump kick and knock somebody's teeth out. Like, nigga, shit, this nigga's
he low-key just contradict himself.
But to me, I feel like that's realistic. That's very realistic. Nigga, it was either me or him. Or it was me, or it was him, or
I agree.
The world.
No, it was me. It was him, or yeah, exactly, the world. Yeah,
the world.
Go ahead.
Wouldn't he be contradicting himself if he don't want everything by the book in a movie?
Yeah,
because he's saying the movie when you got comic book material and you got a movie. You can't we talked about we've all
talked about this, and I disagree with you, Bobby.
But they stuck.
I don't agree.
Okay, like for instance, like Spider-Man and the webs, right? Instead of creating it, instead of putting together a little mechanism for it, it comes out of his skin. That's a change that I think makes more sense.
I like it.
It makes sense.
Certain things make more sense, and I feel like the writers and the directors have to.
But those are sudden changes. Those aren't the integrity of everything.
But in order to fit. Like
Dre, you alright over there, nigga? Okay, you look like you out of here, nigga.
Hey, if Dre's so sleepy, he just give you like a quick knock out real quick. He said, "You know he talked." Hey, Dre had a long day.
Hey man, I thought I was gonna have to kick Jim out of here, nigga. A second ago. hey, I was getting hot over here, nigga. But go ahead, nigga. Go ahead.
Hey, this nigga took off his headphones like 4 times already.
hey, he said Superman and Lois. I was like, oh my god. Yeah. Go ahead, Bobby.
Like, the points he's making is that the points he's making are good though. Like, and I think it really depends on what it is that you're looking for. After you consume the movie, what is it that you look?
They are definitely invoking an emotion.
No, hold on, because I've heard this stuff come out of Bobby's mouth before. That's the reason why I think he's saying that, nigga. Not the fact that he's making some good points because
he's making good points. He's making good points.
Look, like Superman in the comic book is the boy. That's what they call him, the Boy Scout. To see something different than that is like, hey. Fuck, you know
I can understand where he's coming from, but the way what I'm saying is that I personally have been waiting for that.
Dre, you muted, bro.
I said Boy Scouts still get broken though. Like you can't be the Boy Scout all the fucking time. That's how almost fucking Inhumans.
Yeah, I can hear you, brother.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how Injustice came about. You can't be the Boy Scout and be the hero all the time because eventually.
Wait, you real low, Jibba.
Okay. Oh, can you hear me now?
Damn good point, Dre. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was going off. Continue with Dre. What you were saying?
Yeah. So I was saying Superman being the Boy Scout is cool. That's his character, but he's not going to be that all the time. In plenty of books, he's been broken down and pissed off and did shit he didn't want to do, especially in Justice. You had the one crazy motherfucker really got to him,
right?
Made him destroy something he loved, and he started fucking shit up. Like everybody gets broken regardless of how heroic you are, except
in which
Goku.
Justice League book? no, seriously. Are we just talking about Injustice or
but hold on.
No, he's talking about characters in general. You can't be 100% hero all the time, and you as a writer. I'm kind of surprised to hear this, though.
Yeah,
because everybody's not hero 100% of the time.
Let me explain this. Okay, the thing about the hero is that the hero wants to snap off, but the difference between the hero and the villain is restraint. No. There is a reason why, in the comics,
they say
Batman does not kill. That is his rule. To set him apart from everybody else. Granted, he fucks people the fuck up and puts them in traction for 6 months at a time. you know what I mean?
But listen.
But canonically, since roughly 1940, Batman does not kill.
He used to carry some heat around. Go ahead.
Like I said, since 1940, right? Like if you go back to from like 1939 to roughly 1940, you know what I mean? When Batman was first created, Batman packed a gat. Yeah, he was gatting like vampires and hanging monster men and stuff like that. I read those books, but the minute Robin came into the picture, around 1940, that's when. At the time, national periodicals, now known as DC, in which they got their name from Detective Comics, they were like, Batman does not kill. And that has kept in place in terms of the comics since that time, right? Now, another thing that I want to talk about, or another thing that I want to address, right, is that I believe heroes, or the notion of heroism, not only inspires our times, but reflects our times. Okay? What I see from a lot of people nowadays, right, is I don't think that most Americans are feeling pretty heroic themselves. I don't think that most Americans feel a sense of community. I don't think most Americans feel a sense of responsibility.
That's why they're drawn to the loners.
Well, that's why they're drawn to the quote-unquote anti-hero.
Yeah, and the loners,
usually that's drawn to the violent people.
Yeah, like it's a singular character.
Rorschach and Watchmen. And even when you read the graphic novel.
Oh yeah, Rorschach is a mother.
Like none of Watchmen, none of these motherfuckers are people that you want to aspire to be.
No, especially Rorschach.
Rorschach. Yeah, Rorschach is straight up. Yeah, he's an abused. He's an abused man. Rorschach is a violent incel. Rorschach is
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And like you got so many people, oh yeah, but Rorschach is badass. Even when I was reading Watchmen, because that came out in '86, so I was like 14, right? So even when I was reading Watchmen at the age where my hormones are running and I should be like, yeah, fuck shit, tear shit up, rah, 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 rah. Even when I'm reading Watchmen, I'm like, hold up, like Rorschach ain't a good dude. You know what I'm saying? Like the comedian sure as hell ain't a good. Like the only person that was good in Watchmen was like Night Owl. You know what I mean? like he was,
and he was kind of slow. You know what I'm saying? It's a great Watchmen is a great like work of art, or you know what I'm saying, of fiction, but. But yeah, people who like all the characters, I have to think about them. I have to really look at them because none of those characters were good people at all. None of them were.
And actually to go back to your question, Delonte, about the Horseman and about me as a writer with the Horseman.
Okay.
I straight up say from the beginning, like the Horsemen aren't superheroes, they're gods, because they are. And also in terms of superheroes, and this is something that I made the statement years ago when I was writing a piece for the first Black Comics book, is that I don't think most Black folks believe in superheroes, and I'll tell you why. They don't believe in superheroes because, to a large extent, superheroes represent the status quo, right? And if we're thinking about the status quo in America, you know what I mean? Especially really in the 80s, right? When the dark and gritty and quote unquote realistic thing was popping off, you know what I mean? It's like, Superman, Batman, they were agents of the law. They were the man, if you will. So again, to a certain extent, for a long time, I don't feel that Black folks believe in superheroes. I'm not saying that Black folks don't believe in heroes. I'm just saying that Black folks don't believe in that superhero, that person coming to save the day. You know what I'm saying?
Because they killed all of them.
And we never, no one's ever come to save us.
No. Hey, Marcus Garvey tried and they smoked him.
For example, that's why, I would say like a lot of brothers gravitated towards characters like the Hulk, you know what I mean? Or the Thing, that sort of thing, right?
Super strong.
Yeah, super strong.
Full of rage.
Right.
I remember
like somebody
the X-Men.
Like, what would happen if we'll have a whole other discussion on the X-Men, because
that's what that is.
The X-Men did not become about race until 1982. Yeah. And that was because of the graphic novel God Loves, Man Kills.
Yeah.
Right? And people erroneously, even that one, people erroneously think that Chris Claremont modeled Professor X and Magneto after MLK and Malcolm X. Yeah. That's not true, because of the fact that Chris Claremont is Jewish. He actually modeled their stance off of two Jewish politician speakers at the time. One was more militant, one was more accepting. That's where his model really came from.
Okay, their names was Malcolm X and Martin Luther King.
No, I know it was Luther. It was Luther. Luther King.
Go ahead.
I'm saying this stuff. I'm not speaking in hyperbole. Like, I've researched the articles. I've actually seen the articles where Chris Claremont actually explains this. And I've actually posted them in an article on my blog, the Afro Soul Chronicles. And the name of that article is titled "Look at All These Rumors."
Okay.
Where I really, really break it down. And so when people talk about X-Men being like this whole allegory for the civil rights movement, you have to keep in mind the first black mutant did not appear until 1975, and that was Storm. The second black mutant, Afro Latino or Afro, or Afro Brazilian character didn't come to like 1985. You know what I mean? We didn't see another character of color until Bishop in 1992.
Were you talking about mutants, or are you talking about, because Black Panther was out before?
No, I'm talking about mutants. I'm talking about the X-Men specifically.
Yeah, these were all mutants.
Specifically, as people are talking about, like, it was always about civil rights. It's like, nah, it wasn't. You know what I mean? And they're like, like Stan Lee said, Stan Lee has been known to like appropriate. He was a huckster. He
stole a lot of people's shit.
He was a huckster. You know what I'm saying? And
he saw a lot of ideas and everything.
So like he's gonna say
talking about Jack Kirby.
No. He stole from Jack Kirby. He took credit for a lot of Jack Kirby shit. Yeah. He did a lot of that type of shit.
Let's amend that argument as well. Okay. In terms of, he did not take credit for the stuff Kirby did. As a matter of fact, he always celebrated what Kirby did with all of his art collaborators.
That was the reason why they fell out, man.
No, but however, the thing about it is that Stan Lee was, again, a businessman, a huckster. He was the face of Marvel, right? And so he was actually, Stan Lee was P. Diddy before P. Diddy was P. Diddy.
and P. Diddy steals nigga shit. P. Diddy is a shyster. Hold on, everything.
And Stan Lee, don't get me wrong. Stan Lee was a little shysty too. But, But
you call him Boo Shiesty?
Yeah, he called him Boo Shiesty.
He always did give credit where credit was due. It wasn't like Bob Kane, who like totally short shrifted Bill Finger.
That was some straight up fucked up shit right there. Yeah.
Bob Kane and Batman was my favorite character growing up. But yeah, Bob Kane, now that was a shady motherfucker.
Hold up, Jibba. Let Bobby go. Bobby, what did you have to say, man?
No, what I was gonna ask is, so so this is the first time that I'm hearing what you're saying. So like, as far as like, because that's what I've always been told. Like, oh, the X-Men is, based off of Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. But where did that come from? Where did that rumor come from?
Because you can just even if I watched it, it felt like it
came from. Where that came from was
Stan Lee said it himself.
Was Marvel's marketing
he did say it.
of the X-Men from God Loves Man Kills going forward, right?
Okay.
Because again, if you look at the X-Men from 1963 up until 1975, the X-Men was your standard superhero comic, right?
Yeah.
It didn't have any deeper meaning. It didn't have any like subtext or anything. Mutant back in the day was more so a commentary on being a teenager and puberty, as opposed to any sort of social justice inclination. Right.
Hey, Professor, Professor, I wanna say something real quick, bro. Hey, man, they steal everything from us. You don't think that they didn't probably steal that from us too?
No, they didn't. No, they did not. Okay?
They steal everything.
No, here's the thing. Let's keep it a buck and
we are culture, man.
Yeah, let's be fair. Let's be fair about this.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They did not steal everything from us. They sure as hell.
Just 90%.
If you look at those early X-Men up until 1975, I would even argue if you even look at the X-Men up until the death of Phoenix.
Okay.
You do not see any social justice or any really allusion to racism or discrimination in the X-Men comics. You know what I mean? Because they were doing superhero shit.
What about when they were hunting Wolverine and they were hunting everybody before Secret Wars?
Are you talking? Is that after the death of Phoenix? Are we talking about
that's right before?
No, are we talking about past?
When they were hunting everybody,
that's way back in the 90s.
That was no. And see again,
and like late 80s.
I'm talking about 80. I'm talking about like 81, 82, which is the death of Phoenix, right? So Days of Future Past comes after the death of Phoenix. You know what I'm saying? Like those stories that you're referring to, all of the stories in the 90s, that's when you had Marvel marketing erroneously making the link of X and Magneto to Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. Like that comparison of Professor X and Magneto being Martin Luther King and Malcolm X is false. It's false.
I'm waiting for you to tell me why we got to be fair on the fact that they steal everything.
No,
I'm waiting on you to tell me that.
I have to. Here's my thing. When it comes to whatever I do, and even in my work, right?
Okay.
In order for me to have a firm standing on whatever I say, I've got to look at the facts. I take emotion out of it. You know what I mean? Like I do my research on the backstories. I don't get my information from YouTube University.
Okay, neither do I. Check this out. They also have a full library of history books with nothing but lies in them. They also have that.
Not when it comes to the comic book industry. Have you looked at this? There's a book.
We're not talking about the comic book industry. We're talking about ideas.
No.
Ideas.
We're keeping it focused on comics right now because we're talking about comics. So, so there is a book that came out last year called Invisible Men. It's a great book. It's a story about 15 brothers who worked in the comic book industry in the 50s. Cats you don't know about. You know what I mean? Like most cats don't know about. And it does reference all Negro comics and it references that crew. But it also talks about like 15 other cats. I think it mentions Matt Baker. But it talks about 15 other cats who were doing comic book shit that people don't know about because that was during the early comic book industry of the 40s and 50s. As a matter of fact, Stan Lee hired a lot of these cats to kick out books in the 50s. Will Eisner hired a lot of these cats to kick out books in the 40s and 50s. Yeah, you don't hear about them because, number one, that information is just being released. Number two, unfortunately, in the Black community, we're more concerned about characters than the creators. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And with me and my scholarship and also in my career, you know what I mean? One of the things that I needed to do and that I still do is like I look for us behind the scenes in the industry because that's more important than another Black character. Don't get me wrong, like new Black characters are cool, right? But I'm more interested in who's creating those characters. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So,
of course.
So that being said, okay.
So how did you feel?
Hey, Jibba, I feel like you avoiding me, man.
Hold on, Jibba. Jibba, hold on. So how do you feel about?
I'm getting back to.
Wait, hold on, Jibba. How do you feel about Bendis creating Miles Morales?
I don't mind it because Bendis has adopted children who are Black. That's the same reason why he co-created Naomi with David Walker, who's a brother who I know, who's a cool cat. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because he wanted to create characters that his children could relate to.
Can't argue that.
Okay, I want to. Let's Let's bring me back because I feel like you ain't give me.
So going back to what you're saying in terms of them stealing everything from us.
Okay.
No.
Okay. No. You said Chris Claremont got it from the Jewish dude. He's Jewish and he got. Okay. Now, what's to stop him from lying about where he got his stuff from?
He has no reason to. And
come on, Jibba, man.
All right, I'm actually gonna share the article that I wrote to counteract everything that you said. Okay. I'm gonna share,
and I'm gonna read it.
I'm gonna share the link to that right now, and it's annotated with other other links that support this information.
I'm gonna say the same thing about Stan Lee. He could have lied. Go ahead, Bobby.
He did, and here's another thing. What you also need to do, and what I do, is that I timestamp when these comments were made. Okay, so it's like I look back to the original, when they made these statements. Okay, so Claremont, when he made these statements, he made this in the 80s. This wasn't recent. You know what I mean? This is where his mind was when he was writing. You know what I mean? God loves, man kills. You dig?
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying? And during that time, with him being Jewish, I believe there was a big conflict happening in Israel during that time. You see what I mean? So it's the whole difference between conservative and liberal, if you will, in Israel during the 80s. All right. So again, you can timestamp that conflict. You know what I'm saying? And you can timestamp it. You can actually refer to that, right? You could cross-reference to the actual historical happenings happening at that time. So I have no reason not to believe the creator of that situation. All right, and the writer of that story. It's along the same lines, to bring up how you were saying, how can you know that they're not lying? It's along the same lines of like how I had this one kid come at me one time looking at the Horseman, and he said that the design of Issue was influenced by Lobo, which was totally not the case, right? The design for Issue was.
I know you're talking about. I actually thought that when I looked at it, but go ahead.
Well, I'm a school you. All right.
Okay.
The design,
okay.
The design of Issue came from two places. Number one, it came from my brother because the character is based on my brother, and at the time he had dreadlocks. Number two, the visual look came from Jeffrey Holder's character in Live and Let Die, that James Bond movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
With Alfred Kodo. That's where it came from. He was like, no, it didn't. I'm like, how the fuck you gonna tell me, the creator, where my inspiration came from?
Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah.
That's
so that's
but you black.
Huh?
What that mean?
Man, we about to go down a rabbit hole. I don't want to go down the rabbit hole, so let's just.
You said that like black people don't be lying.
It's different. No.
Like black people don't be lying. We know. Hey, we go outside right now.
I'm talking about when it comes to creating, man. Hey, Bobby wanted to say something a long time ago.
Hey,
Bobby, go ahead, bro.
No, go ahead, Rox. Go ahead.
When it comes to creating, we've seen people lie. P. Diddy. A black person.
I'm okay.
All right.
There we go. Thank you.
Like he straight up lied when he said he invented the remix. That's true. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He did not remix. Okay.
Go ahead, Bobby.
There, in fact, he did lie.
Bobby, go ahead.
You know what? Like you're saying that the execs at Marvel has some kind of think tank, and they probably overheard someone saying like, "Oh, someone mentioned that this sounds a lot like how Martin Luther King, Malcolm X."
Right.
Like they probably because this is what political parties do. Like Democrats, they'll have somebody from the black community say something, and they'll go champion it You know what I'm saying? As if it was something. So it makes sense because every you know what I'm saying, every comic book dude I know, you know, especially a brother, you know, we all run to that. Like, oh, X-Men is an anagram for blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is something that's said often, but it makes sense that it's not real. You know, it's a planet story. You know what I'm saying? Just like and black folks are very vulnerable to that at times too.
I mean, Dr. Umar Johnson, anyone?
See? You're about to get something started, nigga.
Yeah, I said it.
Come on, Jimmy. No, I'm about to be with you on that. I'm going to be with you on that. I'm not going to argue with you on that. I agree with you.
What about Dr. Umar?
Yeah. Don't let's not get started, man. We on some comic shit.
That's a whole other can of
yeah. Okay. Well, I agree with you. Before you get off here, damn, I appreciate you. Y'all go check out his Kickstarter. You wanna shout out your Kickstarter because I made a pledge to that, man.
Thank you. Yeah.
Go ahead.
So right now there is 12 days left in the Kickstarter for the 8th volume of 4 pages, 16 bars, a visual mixtape, volume 8, Change Clothes. We are little over $500 from our for reaching our initial goal. Okay,
I'm gonna post this in there again for you.
If we get to 50 backers this weekend, all of our backers will get a digital poster, which is the roll call.
Which is hard. Pull that up, Dre. That should look tight too.
With the original 8 volumes. Okay, if I get to 100 backers by the end of the campaign, all backers will get a free digital copy of my very first work, which is JBD, The Devil's Due, which by far is the most provocative, angriest, blackest comic book you will ever read in the best way possible.
I like that provocative word.
JBD is kind of like a black nationalist wet dream.
Oh, okay.
It's deep. It's deep. It's deep. The whole notion of what if Black America seceded from the United States in the early 20th century, and what if they created their own nation, and what they need to do in order to protect that nation.
Nice.
So there are 12 days left in that campaign. Just go to 4 pages, 16 bars on Kickstarter. Make your pledge today. Again, we have with this one we have 13 of the best black and brown creators in the business doing hot material. Cover done by my man Aries, who's one of the coldest artists that I've ran into in recent years. He did a variant cover for The Horseman Manifest Destiny. Brothers like Terry Huddleston, Michael Watson of Hot Shot are in the book.
Nice.
Brothers like Marco Lopez. Also Roderick Curtis with Royal House Comics, introducing their property Dambi is in this book. We got brothers from Nigeria, Jamaica in this volume as well. And like I said, this is our 8th volume. 4 pages, 60 bars, a visual mixtape, is the longest running anthology series focusing on creations from creators of color.
That's really good. I read the first one. Fire. Hey Dre, you want to pull that cover up? I want y'all to see. It's now. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's the Predator on there.
What on the
front cover
of the eighth volume?
Yeah.
No, that's an original piece by Aries. That's okay. One of his. That's a property that he's working on.
Okay, it's still fire.
Coming out of his outfit Megaverse.
Okay.
So that's going to be coming soon. Also,
give Dre the name of it so he can put the exact name in here.
Of the book?
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 pages, 16 bars, a visual mixtape.
Change Clothes? Volume 8. Okay.
Yeah, Change Clothes. Because because every volume is named after a hip hop track. So
yeah,
so yeah. All right. So I brought Jay-Z on this one, and then also next month is officially the 20th anniversary of the, and I'm working on something.
Wait, repeat that. You kind of went out a little bit.
Oh, sorry. Next month, April, is officially
zoom on that.
And sorry, no, you had the 4-page. There we go.
There you go. Fire.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So, like I said, next month is the 20th anniversary of the Horseman. So I'm working on something special for that. I'm actually going to be getting ready to do a Kickstarter for that soon because this Horseman book celebrating 20 years is going to be hardcover.
Also read that, really good, fellas. We all gonna get on that and review that on the show. I like it a lot. Hey, so Jibba, before you get out of here, man, I need you to give me a quick reason why you like Batman, man.
Why I like the Batman?
Yeah, because I see you play. I see you praising that online.
I dug it. It was a great Batman movie. It was the way I described it like this, okay? It was the Batman Year 2 that I wish I read in the 80s as opposed to what was Batman Year 2. You're wondering what the hell do I mean by that? Okay. What I mean by that...
I swear to God he did.
Again, this is
I got you. I understood what you meant.
Because like Batman Year 1, Frank Miller,
Frank Miller.
Kelly, was the shit, dude. That was
okay. I thought you was about to diss it. Okay, go ahead.
No, that's one of the best. That's one of the best Batman comics of all time.
Yeah, I agree.
I wish their follow-up Batman Year 2 had that same resonance, that same gravitas to it, but it didn't because after the first issue that was drawn by Alan Davis, another favorite of mine, he bowed out. And a very young Todd McFarlane came on and did the rest of the series, which just totally pulled me out of the story. Completely pulled me out of the story.
Yeah, fuck Todd McFarlane. Go ahead.
Batman was that Batman Year 2 story that I wish I read. I thought that it was
nigga.
I thought that it was solid.
What did you just say?
Huh?
I was doing that to get a rise out of you. My bad.
I thought that it was a great Batman movie. We saw him be a detective. I loved the tone of it. I loved the production design of it.
What about the scrapping?
Zoe Kravitz totally ate the Catwoman, and she ate it with soup and salad. She did the fucking thing with it. And
her costume was trash, bro. That mask was all bad. Like
I liked it because of the fact that
I didn't mind that mask. Nah,
yeah,
we just cut out a hole in a hoodie and a beanie, you know man. That's all we did.
I thought it was a good design all the way around. I mean, it was just a solid movie, and it kept me engaged. It kept me engrossed. Like, granted, I should have Batman fatigue because DC puts Batman out like he is this old hoe on the stroll that can still put the money. You know what I'm saying? When things get too tight, when the coffers get too big, next thing you know, they call up Bad Bat, aka
hey, them old bitches know how to do it right, nigga. You know
what I'm saying? and he does so. But
he delivers every time. Sure the fuck does.
You know what I mean? But again, I walked into the Batman with no expectation, and I came out of the movie very, very satisfied.
Yeah, I didn't go in there expecting to see Taekwon CGI.
That was trash.
Hey, hold on, Jimmy. You didn't talk about you didn't talk about his hands though. You didn't talk about the fighting.
In any Batman movie ever.
Jimmy, you didn't talk about the fighting.
Huh?
You did not talk about the fighting not one time.
Because that's part of the movie. And the thing is, the fights were fine. The fight scenes were fine.
Trash.
Really, what's there to be upset about the fight scene?
So hold on.
The fact that Catwoman's kicks look like claymation.
Right. How do they look like claymation? Are you a
It was CGI. It was CGI. You know that, right?
It was.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
Nothing about that looked natural.
Jibba, you better unfog them glasses, nigga. Go look at that shit, man. Go look at it again. He does see the CGI. Yeah.
It wasn't Blade. It wasn't like Blade 2 all rubbery.
It was. It was bad. It was bad.
Like the body physics weren't off. It wasn't. We didn't see.
It was bad.
That's because they threw it in the shadows to distract you.
I was brought into the world that Matt Reeves created, and I was like, I'm there. You know what I'm saying? And the story engrossed me. And by the time I came out of it, I was like, now see, they actually showed Batman being a hero. In this movie.
How?
As well. Huh?
Because he lost?
Huh?
Because he lost?
No, I mean because like one thing in particular. Well, the through line throughout the whole thing.
Hold on. Also, Jib, I got another question. So also, you don't think that certain parts of that movie dragged out a little bit longer than they should have in regards to the characters and the acting?
I was fine with it.
You felt like you got your Batman?
The overacting of the Riddler, you didn't find that took you out?
I was fine. Look. Like you said,
he brought receipts. He brought receipts.
No, play it. That's no receipt. Like play it. Let's see it.
CGI.
That
was
CGI.
She rubbery as hell, ain't she?
It doesn't look as prominent as it was on the screen, though. I will say that.
I know it is dark.
I can see it. It still looks rubbery as hell.
Look. Watch her when she does the double kick. CGI.
No.
It doesn't look as prominent as when I was watching in the theater, but it definitely is CGI.
And again, here's the thing, right? Unless stuff is really, really bad, I don't waste time nitpicking. That's not why I go to see a movie.
Oh, I thought that shit was ass. That movie was ass. So you felt like you got your Batman, Jimmy? You feel like you've seen Batman on the screen.
I saw a great rendition of Batman. You know what I mean? I saw a solid Batman movie of a younger Batman. Or another thing that I liked about it is that it did not feel like part of a trilogy. It felt like I was watching a Batman story. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it was standalone.
It felt like word. That's a one and done, and I'm good with that.
Yeah,
like they wasn't worried about making other ones. They just made that one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like that RoboCop movie that just came.
So it was its own thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it was its own thing, and it was separate from the other Batman movies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It really had its own.
It had its own feel. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying is that the Riddler in this movie, more than anything, I felt that he was actually menacing and scary, and he was a dark character. Yeah. I love the way they portrayed the Riddler in this film.
Yeah, he was a serial killer, and
the list of them, he was like an amalgamation of them.
You would be scared, Yeah, you would be scared of him if he was a real person, because the people that are like that are scary people.
Right, and on top of that, like I said, his henchmen were the most competent henchmen I've ever seen in any Batman movie. That was terrible.
The putties. No, I didn't like the
putties. The putties. Hey, so as the professor, go ahead and give me a grade, man. A through F, man. What'd you get at, man?
What, Batman?
Yeah, the Batman.
The Batman? I would give that a solid 95.
95%. Okay.
That sounds good. That's good.
That is generous.
Wow.
It was good.
Wow.
You know,
that was generous. And what do you give Batman Begins and The Dark Knight? You grade those real quick for me, real quick.
The Dark Knight A+.
A+. Okay.
The Dark Knight A+. Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Batman Begins, I give it A- B+.
Oh, okay. So it was right under those for you. The Batman was right under those. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like
I didn't even mention that third one. Grade that third one real quick. The Bane one.
The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
B+.
A+. All right.
Like a B bordering B. It's like an 83.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So you got Batman Begins. You got Dark Knight, Batman Begins, and then this new one.
Actually, no. It's like the Dark Knight, the Batman, and then Batman Begins.
Okay. Okay.
Grade wise, right?
Okay.
You go from A+ to A to A- B+.
And then the Fire Rises is at the bottom.
I highly disagree with you, but I respect your opinion. I super disagree, but I respect your opinion, man.
You can,
for real.
Here's the thing: you can disagree because ultimately, that's all this is opinion.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's nothing quantifiable to this.
Dark Knight Rises A+. All right.
Really, in an argument, this is one of the things that I realized, like at the age of 12. When people would get into comic book arguments who's better, who will win in a fight, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Like, ultimately, all of that is bullshit because it's like, this is something Stan Lee said and this is true, right?
Okay, so we'll see you later, Jibba.
Right, no.
It was nice knowing you, man. Nice seeing you, man. I know you're about to say something that I fucking hate. Go ahead.
Here's the thing. Stan Lee said, like, when somebody said, like, who would win in the fight? So-and-so or so-and-so.
Oh, yeah, it depends on
whoever I'm writing at the time and who else.
That's true. That's true. That's the truth. That is the truth.
That's the absolute truth. Right?
It's like 75% true because if I have all the facts of what's been written, what I can go back and look at, and I'm like, all right, well, he's done this, and he's done this other person's done that, but this is stronger. Or this can affect this, and he's never done anything to counteract that. Then there's points to be made.
Well, it's the thing. I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna break it down even simpler than that. All right. If anybody asked me who would win in a fight, the Horsemen versus the Justice League, I would be a fool to say not the Horsemen. I would be a dumbass and someone who didn't believe in his property to say that the Horsemen couldn't kick the Justice League's ass. Yeah. That's how I'm saying, like, how meaningless these discussions are. And especially if I'm writing the story, like Horsemen in the Justice League, best believe I'm going to have the Horsemen win.
Like I seen Wolverine get beat up by a deer.
Hold on, but here's the thing, though. As the consumer, you have to have those discussions. Have to. Being the writer does not matter when it comes to being the consumer of this information that you're watching and reading.
That's why I don't get into those arguments because I feel those arguments are a waste of time.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
Why comic books keep happening,
when I'm reading comics, I'm not thinking about who will win in a fight. I'm thinking about, is this a good story?
That you're right. You're right. I do that. But after the story's done, I wonder whose ass he can kick.
After the story's done, I go to the next story.
I know.
Again, this is me. This is me, right? I stopped getting into the arguments at a very young age because I said, like, there's no point to this. You cannot win that argument. There's no way to win that argument.
I wins them all. You know what I'm saying?
You win them all with people who actually care about it. But like at the end of the day, when you get to the raw dog, ultimate hardcore truth reality of it,
always like the raw dog.
Whoever's gonna win, it's like wrestling. Whoever's gonna win is who the person wrote in the script is gonna win that day.
Right.
Hey, Jibba, you now have a complete enemy in me, my friend. Hey, I am now your enemy. So I'll see you online and watch your back, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm ready for it.
Hey. Oh, man.
I watch my back, my fronts, and my sides, too. What's up?
He never said he watches his above him. That's where you get him.
See? Hey, Ross, that's why we do this. You see? Hey, you see?
Dropping that pigeon bomb.
Hey, you see? Hey, Jibba. Hey,
you gonna be like Fido leaving a surprise on the side.
Hey, he from Detroit though. He from Detroit though. I listen. Them dudes from Detroit, man. They be one up though.
Hey, hold on. That's all fine and dandy, but Rocks just deliberately did my fucking point, and it mattered right here and there. Hey, when you watch this back, you're gonna be like, oh shit, what Rocks just did. That proves my point in what I'm saying. That's why these arguments are always going to exist. Always.
They're always going to exist.
Yes, and it's great.
I don't get into them. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. That's not your like. No, that makes sense.
Right. I mean, people are always going to people are always going to argue.
But see, that's what I'm saying is you always want to test
that dude.
But Jimbo
I'm
also
not that dude to be spending time arguing about that.
But you gotta think about it too, Jimbo. It's like you as a writer should see that too. You want to stretch your character. You want to see how far he can go to his limits. You know what I mean?
But the thing is,
battling another character like that is like okay.
This is gonna sound cold, but it's true. Right?
What's that?
Fandom is a very passive form of creativity. And this is what I mean by it, is that fans don't have anything to talk about unless the creator makes something.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying?
Let me put my hands up.
Wow.
At the end of the day, and at the end of the day, right?
Okay.
It's that as a creator, if you create something that the fans respond to, that's great. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
However, as a creator, you are not a slave to the fans' wishes.
I'm about to scrap Jimbo, man. I don't care what y'all think. I'm about to scrap him in here.
Here's a prime example of fandom, of people listening to fandom,
and
fandom going horribly wrong.
George Lucas.
The Star Wars trilogy, the last three movies. Because
I don't know any. I'm not even a Star Wars fan. I don't know nobody that likes that third one.
Okay.
The changes that they made to the Rise of Skywalker,
were
in service to these bitter ass fans. You know what I mean? Who were mad about certain things, and at the end, like the Rise of Skywalker, ultimately suffered for it.
Wait, hold on. How so?
That's everybody's reason for ruining Man of Steel and where he was going with Man of Steel, because they didn't like seeing his neck snap. They didn't like the buildings coming down. Fandom gone wrong. Yeah, that's that.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying as a creator, right? Even when I started this whole thing, okay, I realized. When I started making my comics, I was like, people were like, you gotta think about what the fans want. When you start out, you ain't got no fans. The only fan that you have to be concerned about satisfying is yourself.
That's what Stanley
said. And if you are not a fan of your own work,
you know
what I'm saying? What's the point? Like
verbatim.
Like Star Wars.
Yeah.
Star Wars wasn't a hit. Like nobody expected Star Wars to be a hit. When it dropped in '77.
Yeah.
Like nobody. People were clowning Star Wars before it came out.
Yeah.
Like dudes. I remember Mark Hamill said he was sitting in the theater seeing a preview for Star Wars, and he heard somebody say, "Yeah, and it's going to be on the Late Show 2 weeks later." Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because that shit's ass. That's why. Yeah, because he was right. That dude was my great-great-grandfather that said that.
But here's the thing, though. Like it came out in '77. I was 5 years old. I was the perfect audience for that movie. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they said it kept calling it a kids movie.
Yeah, I mean, Star Wars is kid shit. You know what I'm saying?
Technically,
it's funny. It's funny you have these grown ass old men bitching about Star Wars.
What right here?
Because it's I mean it is kids. It is fantasy, and that's cool. People were mad at Boba Fett because they showed Boba. First of all, they gave Boba Fett a character. Second of all, Boba Fett is he's middle-aged, right? And honestly, if you were being digested in a Sarlacc and you just got out, you too would be like, fuck this bounty hunting shit. I'm gonna find something else to make my life better.
Yeah, that shit's all ass.
Shit ain't working for me.
Right, true.
I gotta find me a new job.
Right, that's exactly what that nigga did.
And the whole show, one of the things that I love is everybody he ran into, he's like, yo, you're on some bullshit. Roll with me, man. We all
right.
We can all eat. We can all eat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Black Chrysanthemum, who I love, and I love the fact that a brother played Black Wookiee. Like even at the end, he was like, yo, dog, I know, man.
Right.
Yeah, come on with me.
Hey, I don't see one spin kick and none of them and none of that Star Wars stuff. I don't see nobody get
Mandalorian. They throw some kicks in that one.
Yeah, man. Hey, Jibba. Yeah, I want to see at least one in this one. Jibba, hey.
One spin kick?
Yeah, for real.
Wait, did Donnie Yen do a spin kick?
He didn't do nothing. He didn't do anything. Hey, Carl, you better stop.
Yes, he did, nigga.
Nah, he just used the stick. That's all he did.
That's just like Batman showing up in motherfucking what was that movie? Suicide Squad, just like Batman popping in for a fucking quick minute, nigga.
For no again.
That nigga had jumped on the back of a car. Now we got Batman in the movie. Oh shit, Batman's in here. Oh my god.
They put Batman in there because Batman was on the stroll.
Bullshit.
And they needed an old hoe to help sell that movie.
Right. Right. That's all it was. Oh, Batman.
Hey,
exactly.
Yeah, that's fandom gone wrong. Hey, Jibba. Go ahead. Jibba. Hey, man, thank you again, my brother. Hey, I can't wait for that change clothes joint to drop.
Yeah.
Man, hey, I already got mine reserved. I get mine reserved, right?
Right.
I made that pledge. Mine is reserved and waiting.
Exactly.
Okay, cool. Hey, man, I appreciate it, man, coming on here and even though you got school today, you got school, bruh. You know what I'm saying?
Really? Wait, hey, did I really get schooled? I mean, you can think that. That makes you feel better.
Hold on.
Hey, man, I gotta hit you like that since you're from Detroit,
since we are the writers, we're gonna say you got schooled.
Hey, Hey, thank you, Rock. Thank you, Rock. Hey, with that. Hey, he smoked you, right? Hey, he smoked you, Jimmy. You gotta.
I'm gonna get Rock that one.
All right, Jimmy, man. Hey. Till next time, homie. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, man.
All right, later, Jimmy.
Hey, man. That was stupendous what you just did there.
Hey, man, at the end of the day, you know I got us. Oh man.
Hey, twice. Dude, watch your front. That was brilliant, brother. Hey,
it was all kinds of else going on, man.
Hey, just like that L, we gonna hand to them dudes. That L we gonna hand to them dudes just like that.
Oh yeah.
Them dudes. Them dudes next week. Next week.
Santo might still be in here, so you know what I'm saying?
Hey, them dudes is done.
Nobody worry about them dudes.
Hey, what you say? Say it again, Carl, so they can hear it in the back.
Ain't nobody worry about them dudes.
Hey, let me interview Carl real quick. Hey, man, are they a threat, homie? Are they a threat?
Man, listen.
Hey, question number one: do they have a beast over there?
They have a beast.
They have a beast over there. Okay, I thought you was gonna say, nah, they ain't got nobody.
No,
they all washed.
They got a beast, but just like all beasts, nigga, they get hunted and slain, motherfucker.
Hey, Rox. Hey, Rebels. Whenever you watch this, I'm gonna interview my guys right now. They got a fight coming up. We got a fight coming up. I want to interview my team real quick. This is like a pre-fight interview. Okay. You just heard from Carl. Rox, is there anything you worried about over there, man? Over at Anime Eye?
Yeah, my farts. I just farted and I'm mad at myself because it's just things. And
you're not worried about them though? You worried about farts, man. I'm asking about your opponent, man.
Hey, Rox, real quick. Hey, Rox, real quick.
I'm disappointed in myself.
Hey, Rock, you ever get one off where you didn't think it was gonna be that bad, but then when it hit the synopsis, you like, damn, I really fucked up.
Hey, since we talking, nigga, let's just get it all out. Hold on. hey, you ever fart? You ever fart in the room, right? And in just that moment, nigga, your daughter walk in, Daddy, can I get the like, nigga? Why you ain't been in here all day. Yo. I let one off and you walk running into it. Like, hey, Dad, do you need something? She called that. Hey, she'll never ask me, do I need something? She came in that room, Dad, do you need something? Smell my shit, nigga. Anyway.
Think you sure she finished the sentence, nigga? Hey, Dad, you need some. You need.
She said, you good? I'm backing out.
Hey, Dre, there was something said about you, my guy. Said you was the Google man. You heard the characters and then you Googled them. You didn't know the information. That's what I heard.
Oh,
over there. What do you think about those thoughts, homie?
Oh, so I didn't know the information coming from the niggas who are only getting their information from Google.
Oh,
hey, let's not forget anime, manga, not wiki, nigga. don't dig too much into those feats, my niggas.
Hey, and that's gonna get you killed. Hey, I'm glad you said that. That's gonna get you killed. Do them feats. No. Let them do the feats. Yeah, let them do the feats. Oh, I wish they would. I wish they would, Bobby.
Hey.
Bobby.
There you go.
It says. I heard that you haven't been fighting in a while. You might be rusty. You might be out of shape. What do you say to those people that say that, man? What do you think about that, man?
We gonna T-shirt them motherfuckers, boy. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put all them niggas on T-shirt. That's what we're gonna do.
Hey, I ain't doing none of that. hey, to anybody if there's any undercover police, nigga.
Man, okay,
I'm not doing any of that.
You're right.
Hey, that's why you always ban from Facebook, nigga.
I was just about to say that. That's why Facebook be fucking you up, nigga. Because you out here getting nigga.
Hey, we ain't giving you niggas screen printed. You getting airbrushed on the shirt, nigga.
Hey, YouTube sent me. Hey, what was that email from YouTube right now? Probably was because of that. Check that shit.
Here, like hey, YouTube, like, yo, get Mystery B out of there.
Yeah, demonetized, nigga.
Hey, nigga, stop doing that, man. Let's give a calm answer, all right?
Hey, man, look, man.
The house burning down.
That's right. Look, man.
Look, you couldn't even help but agree, nigga. Damn, Bobby.
Hey, stop, nigga. We gonna get kicked off. Okay,
yeah, you right. No, you right.
Bobby, come on.
Nah, man. I don't like being challenged, man. I don't like being challenged. I don't like it. I take it serious. Yeah, I'm coming, man. That's all. Yeah, I'm coming. I'm coming to put in work, man.
I'll take the blame. I'll take the blame on that. The challenge was issued through pride, man. I'm like, man, who is you talking to? Who is you talking to, and who you talking about? I got some beasts over here.
He said,
you know what? These niggas talking shit.
Facebook.
You said what?
He said that's why he keep getting kicked out of Facebook.
Yeah. Hey.
Hey, yeah. You know, my wife said the same thing. She's like, they don't know what you're talking about. Burn somebody's house down.
Hey, yeah.
Like, why even say?
Yeah, hey, the machine does it. Nigga. The answering machine does it.
All right. Hey, just from the mangas, I'm gonna tell you right now, we on some these mangas that are coming out are fire. The next,
how fire? Like as fire as that shit you eating, goddamn, nigga. That shit is delicioso, nigga.
All right, y'all be eating my Japanese shit.
Hey, okay, go ahead, man.
So, I think the next 4 or 5 One Piece issues coming out might be the greatest stuff that we're gonna see. One Punch Man, hey, One Punch Man.
You see what's happening here? I don't know if y'all noticed what's happening with Rox, right? Hey. He's been in his bag. Nigga. All of a sudden now he's been over there in his bag, nigga.
Listen, One Punch Man might finally turn into Two Punch Man.
You right.
I think we're on the cusp of that. Black Clover, One Piece, of course. Those they're at that point where they're about to do some crazy stuff. And if you are not reading mangas, you need to get on it.
Oh, you want to know who's somebody that's been reading mangas, man? Hey, Rox, you want to know somebody that's been reading mangas, man?
Please tell me.
Nigga, I've been getting caught up, my nigga, on everything. Everything. You niggas dead. You're done. You done gave niggas, as Bobby said last time, y'all done gave us prep time. Y'all finished, man. Y'all done. Right. You don't give these niggas time to prepare. You don't give these niggas time to train. Oh, nigga. You gonna hit by a train, nigga. That's what's about to happen.
No, because last train I heard about was nasty.
Hey man, see, look at this nigga. Why you always gotta, nigga? You, hey nigga. Hey, I never realized just how much I pay attention to the shit I'm saying being around this nigga, man.
Yes,
hey, I don't think about that. Hey, my mind doesn't go there. I don't think about that shit, man. I'm really talking about an actual train colliding with, yeah.
Hey, I can't wait to rip off your Predator dreads, nigga.
That nigga said, "Hey, hold on. Hey, I'm gonna have the laptop with me. What you think? That's not gonna happen? I'm bringing the laptop. I'm bringing notes. Okay, because yeah, somebody gonna get slapped around. Hey, but I got a couple more questions for my fellas. Do you think they'll do a post-fight interview afterwards, man?
No, they're not.
Nah?
I feel like they will.
Listen, after when you get knocked out, right, you go straight to the hospital. That's what happens.
Okay, figuratively speaking. Go ahead.
You don't stick around. No, they gonna ship him off, so they know they're gonna be too hurt, man.
Yo, they're gonna do an interview. I know they will. They look like they some good sports. And then you can go to Anime Con after that.
I think you can't stop making actual fucking. Those are like actually threats.
I don't mean it like that though.
No, I'm saying on here, nigga, that's why saying allegedly is a thing now. Because they can't shut us down for actually making threats. Oh man, hey. Yeah.
No, I don't mean it like that. Yeah, just real talk. Just yeah.
Tell the robot that. Nigga. Hey,
I don't mean it like that, man.
I've been getting these dudes done got me getting caught up, nigga, because I've been getting caught up on some damn Dragon Ball Super, and that shit is fucking garbage, nigga. Yeah, so thank you for that. That's like a sarcastic thank you, nigga. Thanks, nigga. Because that shit's horrible, nigga.
Man, y'all know how when you leave Netflix for a little bit, that shit be like, "Are you still watching?" Hey, we gonna have to get Bobby a warning like that on Facebook. Nigga, are you okay?
Yeah, because he's always gone, nigga. Hey, you didn't. Hey, but Rock said it though. He said it before it happened. You don't remember that? He said once you get it, nigga, they on your ass, nigga. They been on your ass, nigga. So you gotta really watch what you say.
Oh man, listen, they banned me for like I was talking about like the we talking about Russian kickboxers. I was like, man, them damn Russians, boy, they got my ass.
Oh shit,
30 days. Shit. I was like, what? Like, what I say?
Hey, damn.
Yeah, but no,
you didn't actually say anything, nigga.
Yeah, but
it's the robot. The robot can't determine anything.
But you want a different list, Bobby? Look at me. I've never been banned. I don't say nothing crazy. So I'm on this list. I'm on the good list, and Bobby on that naughty list. So you know how like it is in school when you the bad kid.
The teacher. Hey, that's exactly why I told moms, I don't think she liked me. Not the fact that I'm in there acting a fool every day. So she knows me very well.
Yeah. So Bobby,
I forgot to leave that part out as a kid.
Bobby, the computer. No, not that one. They know you very well, so they're gonna watch you. Look, I can say a whole bunch of crazy stuff because it's not. I don't do that often, and I can stop for like a couple months. Bobby, you say one thing, you out of there.
Yeah, you.
How about you say nothing? How about you say nothing? Hey, even though we're gonna beat their ass next week, we got the Great Anime Award coming up next week. Saturday, we're gonna do the show on Saturday. After we whoop that ass, this rabbit hole episode is going down. Are y'all prepared that we might get shut down? Bobby, you ready for this, man? You ready for this? You ready to get shut down?
Yeah. Yes.
Hey, okay, so we're gonna get shut down. So if something happens to us, hit us up on Instagram, hit us up on Twitter, hit us up everywhere. Hey, links in the description. If they shut us down, come check on us. Come check on us. Because we about to get into some shit in April. It's going down. And it's all related, comic book, manga, it's all related. I'll show you what I mean. April, it's going down. But yeah, next week, the Great Anime Award going down. My guys is ready. Are y'all ready, fellas? Carl dipped up out of here. I wanted to get his thoughts on if he's ready or not. Are y'all ready? Y'all ready?
Of course.
Hey, 90, let's give some real percentages. How ready are y'all, man? How ready?
100,000 million 32.
How ready are you, Rock?
Ready.
Oh man, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be in there. I'm gonna be in there like swimwear.
Hey, stop giving me basketball answers, nigga. I just protect the ball at all times. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure I defend my half of the court. Nigga.
I'm gonna go in there triple threat. You know what I'm saying? Shoot half court like Steph Curry and make it.
Okay.
Look at Dre be your dad. You got in trouble.
Yeah, hey, you try to close the mouth up so you'll know you're mad. Get your ass on get your goddamn ass on the motherfucking table down there, girl.
Hey, and then you go back to having fun.
Look at my face. Hurry up. Get that shit down there, girl.
Hey, that's when you got company over. They did that. I got company over, so I can't really cuss at you in front of everybody.
What the fuck off?
And then you said, "Hey,
I had
guys,
to get in dad mode real quick, man.
Hey, yeah. Hey, you throw him that look. That look, they straighten up real quick. Hey, y'all got that look. Be like, oh, wait, I better act right. I better do something right. Hey, Bobby, how ready are you, man? I need a percentage, buddy.
I'm out 90%. By this next Thursday, I'll be at 100.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Y'all sounding like robots. Y'all sounding like robots. Hold on.
That's you.
Oh no, that's you.
Nah.
Oh,
do I sound like a robot?
No.
Bobby got to say something.
Not to us.
Somebody might be a robot. We ain't gonna say who. Rabbit hole coming soon.
Hey, rabbit hole. Hey, matter of fact, thank you, Bobby. I forgot to put it out there. It's called the rabbit hole.
Hey.
The rabbit hole is going to be a series of conversations we're going to just have and see what happens. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even going to say. I'm not even going to give a heads up.
There's a lot of secrets.
Hey, Bobby.
I peeped that.
Hey, Bobby. Hey, Bobby. Hold on. Do we not have the best secret though? Let's keep it real.
Yeah.
Hey, we might have the best one.
I mean,
Bobby, come on, man. No, hold on, Rox. Bobby, hey, what's up?
Hey, when this is revealed, when this secret is revealed, it might change the fabric of reality, man. That's what it might do.
That's cool because us three are waiting for you to get off, X.
Nah, y'all not gonna talk on. Nah, y'all not gonna talk on here. Hell no. Hell no. Hey, I'm gonna be in the chat, guys. I'm about to be on this like this.
I ain't about to be on here like this. I ain't logging
out. Nigga. Hey, I'll be in the chat. Hey, fellas, it's been grand, my guys. Let's whoop some ass next week, man. We down to whip some ass. Hey, are we gonna ever have Jibba back on? Because I'm kind of heated, nigga. So
no, listen. I think having him on. Because listen, like when he said that the Malcolm X, Martin Luther King shit, it made sense to me though, like because that happens to black folk all the time. We're fed a false narrative. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm gonna tell you when that happened, and it's me poking fun because you don't agree with me, but that part right there. Let me just point out something that happened when I was younger. So my older brother, and this nigga, if you ever see this, I hope you see this. Know that you affected me as a kid with this. So I remember watching Bloodsport.
Somebody's digitizing.
What's up? What happened?
No, good.
Oh, I don't know. You tell us, Mr. Robot.
Hey, you sound weird as fuck right now.
Yeah, that's only happening to Bobby. Rabbit hole coming soon.
Hey, so check this out. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so Bloodsport used to be my movie, and my older brother thought that. What's my man from Ernie Reyes Jr.? He thought that Bolo and Ernie Reyes Jr. looked like each other, so he just said, "That's Bolo's son." So I went through my entire life. Thinking Ernie Reyes Jr. was Bolo's son. And I used to tell people, everybody, my friends, that's Bolo's son. That's Bolo. Nigga, come to find out, nigga, I remember they was on like a talk show, and he was with his real dad. And I was like, nigga, you motherfucking liar. Nigga, I'm an adult. I'm a full-blown adult, nigga, at this time.
Your big age.
Because I didn't question my brothers. I didn't think to go find that. They told me that was true. It's Bolo's son. Cool. Lied. But that's what I'm saying. That type of shit does happen with black folks in general. That type of shit happens all the time. We take something, oh hell yeah, and it's spread through the community like wildfire. Yeah, so I absolutely agree with that. Hey, but I'm talking about Jibba's thoughts on some of these things, and him saying, you know what I'm saying, adaptations are not supposed to be copy and paste. Hey man, you're goddamn right, they are supposed to be. They're supposed to be copied and pasted, so everybody can understand the greatness that we read.
All that means is he got to come back on so you can tell him, man. That's all.
No. Yeah, of course. No. Bobby, that's what I was telling them. I was telling them that.
Bobby, you freezing?
I am.
Yeah. See you, Bobby. Yeah. Hey.
Hey, you know how it's ever me or you, Rocks? Notice that?
Hey.
Yeah, we in trouble.
You know who called people robots? Robots.
Now I'm all alone.
Nigga.
God damn it.
No.
Hey, what's going on back there?
Yo.
What happened?
Yo, and what's that movie? Is that what's the one with Harrison Ford? Blade Runner. It's like some Blade Runner shit. He didn't know he was a machine.
Yeah.
Hey, pointing the finger. He was pointing the finger, Bobby. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Rabbit hole coming soon. Hey, fellas, with that happening. Hey, another one down the drain. Hey, next week. Hey, Rebels, we gonna whoop some ass. Next week. Tune in. We're gonna whoop some ass. Niggas is dead. Niggas is finished. Bobby.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly dead.
See, you got some of that rubbing off. You rubbing off on me, man. Hey, we gonna figuratively whoop some ass in a manga fake fantasy battle.
Verbally.
That matters, and it matters.
Yeah. So I'm thinking about we should make a championship belt for what you think, man? A championship belt, man. Take the title. Mm-hmm. Hopefully we can get the judge on here and interview him for next week. Yeah. I think Jibba might be a good. See what they think about Jibba.
Yeah. Oh, no, not him.
No, he already said he don't like it.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
That's why you should have him on.
That'd go horribly wrong.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Not even
because if he say something I don't like, I'm like I hold Jibba up here. I still want to hold him there. I don't want to look at my master in a negative light. If he do that,
Seafood Supreme, Seafood Supreme.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I still want to destroy that narrative about heroes.
Oh yeah, I want some more of that. I want some more of that smoke.
Already cleared that one up.
Hey, fellas, It's been grand. I'm gonna catch y'all. All right, bro.
Peace.
All right, man.
Bobby Lotto.